The war started in February. The battle now so evenly poised, the combatants have called for backup.
It was always going to happen. I mean, last year we ran an extra car here for Stephen to get him some miles before Sandown and Bathurst, and that's the only reason we're doing the same thing this year. Certainly there's no underhand evil intentions there from us, that's for sure.
Well, really our aim was to give Allan a drive before Bathurst. That was number one importance. And number two is to hopefully put another car between myself and John Bowe.
John Bowe has enlisted Stephen Johnson, Glenn Seton likewise with Allan Grice.
Well, Falcons are a very wide car. You know, if you look at them, depends on the angle you look at them. It's like a chicane. You know, some chicanes look quite straight, it's just the angle you look at them, and some cars look wider than others, but it depends on your perspective, I guess. What car you're sitting in, perhaps, when you look at it.
Peter Brock, though, has resisted the urge to call in a secret weapon.
I think that there's two ways of tackling it. That is, go on the hope you can get someone there to block the guys behind you, or concentrate totally on what you've got. And, you know, we've gone for the latter. We think that giving our lead car everything we've got is probably the best way to go.
The last time these warriors clashed was on the Western Front. The three are separated by a mere 18 points, and there's 50 up for grabs today. Seton has perhaps the most to gain from a championship victory. With tobacco sponsorship ending this year, he could well be without a drive for 96.
Because this is our last year, and this is our last year to really go find a new sponsor from this year on, and to come up with a championship on the resume is great, Andy, because it's much easier to go into a sponsor and say, well, we're Australian champion and follow this team, but when you haven't got those things, it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Unaligned troops could hold the key. Their strategy perhaps not as complex, but just as effective.
It's only going to get tougher. You know, the cars are so even now with the Ford and the Holdens, even at Wanneroo there, you know, we're just closing up all the time, and I suppose if you drive defensively and you're trying to get past someone, eventually someone's going to get tagged.
There'll be no white flags, but the war will finish this afternoon. 3 teams, 2 races, 1 victor.